Hello and welcome to this very special edition of The Last Tackle. We're here in London on a promotional tour because it's 100 days to England versus Australia at Wembley. It's been 22 years since we've had a test series against the Australians. We're on a promotional tour, we're here at Tower Bridge, and George Williams kicked us off. And I'm delighted to be joined by the captain of England, George Williams. George, I bet you never thought you'd kick a ball here at Tower Bridge.
No, I didn't. It's brilliant actually. I can't believe how busy it is. I know London's known for being busy, but so many people down here, a couple of schools down here, so trying to get amongst it, trying to grow the game and the 100 days from the Ashes. That's
what it's all about, isn't it? Look, we love rugby league, but we're bringing the game to London, aren't we?
Yeah, that's what I think we're striving to do. We want to tap into new areas, get new generations involved, and I think that's what we're trying to do today. We're down in London. We've done a couple of tours so far. I'm enjoying it. I feel like a little bit of a tourist. But no, it's been good so far, and that's what we're trying to do.
And it's a long time since we've had a series against the Aussies, isn't it?
It's brilliant. I was a kid last time it happened. Showing my age a little bit there. But yeah, I'm 39. It's never been done for a long time, for 20 odd years. So some of those players we're really looking forward to. We know it doesn't come around often. Hopefully we can replicate it a little bit more. But we're playing against the best nation in the world, and they have been for a long time.
And how proud are you going to be walking out that first test at Wembley as well?
It'll be brilliant. It'll be a proud day for myself, my family, and for the group of players. Like I say, we know it's not been common, so whoever's in that shirt have got to make the most of it. I always say playing for England is the pinnacle, but what you just named there, playing against Australia at Wembley, I think that's the pinnacle. That's the top of the top, and if that doesn't get you up for it, then we're in the wrong job.
And it's a three-match test series. We go to Everton, we go to Headingley as well. How confident are you can put on a good show?
Yeah, really confident. I think, honestly, on behalf of England and what Shaun Wane's been growing over the last couple of years, we beat Tonga 3-0, Samoa 2-0. I think the next step for us is to play against the best, and I'm so glad we've been able to lock it in. And as soon as it got announced, I think the playing group was thriving straight away. We always concentrate on club rugby, but when you know there's a bigger picture at the end, standards rise, and we're just trying to grow now and get better because we're playing against the best.
And Shaun Wane is talking to you a lot, isn't he? You had a get-together, didn't you, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, we did. As you know, Wayne is a really tough taskmaster. He had a couple of, I don't want to say embarrassing videos, but he had some home truths, told lads they weren't good enough, which is strange. Some lads come in cheering that they've been picked for England, and all of a sudden you're getting told it's not good enough. But nothing's ever personal. It's just he's seen the bigger picture. Like I keep on saying, Australia are known for being the best team in the world, so we know we need to improve if we've got any chance in the world.
But they might be the best team in the world, but you're going to try and win this series, aren't you?
Well, of course, yeah, and I bigged them up a lot there, but we can't put them on a pedestal. They're human. Yeah, I've been to the NRL and played against a lot of them. Don't get me wrong, some superstars of our game, some great players, but we're very confident in what we've got. We've been building, like I said, really nicely, and Super League's on the rise too, so yeah, we can't wait.
And just turning to club rugby, that's 3 and a bounce now for Warrington.
Yeah, it's what we needed, to be honest. I think it's been do or die for the last month or so for us. Like I say, 3 in a row. We've got Castleford on Sunday. Again, another must-win. I don't want to give you too many cliches, but for every game now, it's really important. We've probably been a roller coaster. We've been up and down, very inconsistent in what we bring week to week, sometimes half to half. So now it's about consistency and building some momentum.
Because Warrington have got to be in the playoffs, haven't they?
Yeah, well, anything else is a massive failure. We talk before seasons about winning trophies, and look, the first half of the season probably a little bit more has not gone to plan, but we can refocus now, set our focus on the playoffs, and then it's anybody's game.
Right, we better get back on this bus and continue our tour around London. We're going to end up at Wembley because it's 100 days to the first test, England versus Australia. Let's get a bit of an Australian view and hear from the RFL president, Adam Hills. Adam,
yep.
What are we doing today?
We are celebrating 100 days until the first Ashes Rugby League test between Australia and England. First one for 22 years. So this is kind of big and exciting.
And how big is it for you? Obviously the president of the RFL, but obviously a very proud Aussie as well.
Oh, it's huge. Like, I love rugby league. That's the sport I grew up playing and watching. And Australia v England, in anything, it doesn't matter what the sport is. If it was tiddlywinks, it'd still kick off. So the only way I've tried to describe it to people, do you remember in the last Ashes cricket series when it all kicked off over a stumping fiasco And I was at Lord's that day, and it was hostile. There was like 40,000 English fans just baying for blood. Imagine that, but the people on the pitch are allowed to tackle each other. That's basically what this series is going to be.
And this series is going to start. We're at an iconic place here, obviously at Tower Bridge, but it starts at the iconic stadium of Wembley.
I'm so hoping that London gets behind this, because I've got so many friends, so many London friends, who don't really know what rugby league is. They think they do. And I know as soon as they see it, they're going to be blown away, especially when you take it up a notch because it's Ashes, it's Australia v England. So London is the perfect place for it all to kick off, and I really hope London gets behind it, because I think they could make it something really special.
And how's it going as president?
I'm loving being president. I spent the beginning of this year, one of the things I wanted to do was get out to as many clubs as possible, the smaller clubs, the communities. So I went to Batley, to Swinton, Keighley, Lee, and I've loved it. Every club's got their own little personality and their own little family feel. Like Swinton have this incredible history where Australia have been playing there for over 100 years. Keighley, supporting LGBTQ pride. Batley were just about to start up their first ever wheelchair team. Lee bring all the razzle dazzle. And my favourite thing that we've done since president is I had a FaceTime call with the president of the Ukrainian Rugby League. And he said to me, I said, what's the best day to chat? And he said, it'll have to be Sunday because I'm in the army. I was like, what? So what happens on Sunday? And he said, our commanding officer's away, so I can have a phone call on Sunday. So I had a FaceTime with this guy who's on the front line in full camouflage gear. And I said, what do you do in the army? And he sent me a picture of himself behind an anti-aircraft gun. Took a break from that to talk to me about rugby league. And I was like, well, what do you guys need? What do you need? And he said, we need kit, we need balls, we need training stuff for kids. So we did a thing on The Last Leg, the TV show that I host, where we sent some kit to Ukraine, but then the owners of Keighley contacted them and said, how about we supply your national team kit for free? And they, as we speak, the Keighley owners have flown to Poland and taken a 15-hour bus to Ukraine to deliver kit. So what I'm loving is the rugby league connections. And that all came because I met someone in Batley who knew this guy. So all of those little connections, those little family bits and pieces that go along with rugby league, those are the bits that I'm most enjoying.
So you're all about growing the game as well, like that story you've just told us there. How much can this series grow the game?
Oh, I mean, I'm watching what's going on here.
George Williams just doing a kick at Tower Bridge.
What do English people love? Playing Australia in any sport. It doesn't matter what it is. This is one of the greatest sports on the planet, and definitely one of the most physical and kind of vaguely violent sports on the planet. So having this in London, you know, one of the biggest cities in the world, one of the best showcases in the world at Wembley, this could be huge for rugby league. Like, you know, this can affect generations. I know, talking to people today, they remember the first time they watched England play Australia in rugby league. So this can really affect generations to come.
And if Australia win this series, will you be able to behave yourself?
Listen, someone asked me what my prediction was, and I said, it'll be 2-1 and rugby league will be the winner. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Well, great to hear from Adam Hills, the president of the RFL. We're now on the bus. We're on our way to Talk Sport, and we're going to go to Wembley. And I'm delighted to be joined by Jack Wellsby. Jack, first of all, this is a bit different, isn't it? You're on London Bridge, touring London, promoting our brilliant game.
Yeah, it's good. A bit different, like you said. Nice morning for me and George coming down to London and obviously getting a tour. Really, it's been really nice.
100 days to the first test at Wembley. How big is this series against Australia?
Yeah, it's massive. I think it speaks for itself. I think the history that's coming with it and how long it's been since we've just played against Australia. So it's something I'm really looking forward to, and I know all the boys are ready for. And yeah, it's going to be massive come the 25th of October.
I mean, the Betfred Super League is massive week in, week out, but to finish the season with such a big series is a massive incentive for you all, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've sort of had a bit of a taste of that the last couple of years with the Tonga and Samoa games, but this has definitely been building for this series that's going to be at Wembley and all these massive, great big stadiums. So yeah, it's been building, and it's something we've all been looking forward to. There's obviously still a lot of Super League rugby left to play, but yeah, it's at the forefront of our minds now.
And how special is it going to be running out of Wembley?
Yeah, it's not something you get to do every week, is it? I think I played on there once, so yeah, to get to do it again is going to be pretty special, and obviously in a test this big with this much riding on it, it's going to be pretty enormous.
Sean Wayne, the coach, got you all together a couple of weeks ago, didn't he? He's made it quite clear what he expects from all of you as well, hasn't he?
Yeah. Wayne is very honest, and that's what he prides himself on. Doesn't want to leave any sort of stone unturned or leave anything to chance, really. He wants us all to know where we stand and what we need to improve on going into the last couple of rounds of Super League and into the playoffs before the big game. So I'm glad he's doing that, and all the boys are too.
And how excited are you? This is the best team in the world, Australia.
Yeah, definitely, and they deserve that tag. They're coming over here with a magnitude of great players, and obviously you got Nathan Cleary, who's the world's best player, and then whoever they picked is going to be a good player. So something I'm really looking forward to, challenging myself against the best, and hopefully we get the better of them.
But I'm just saying, you're not going into this to make up numbers, are you? You're not planning to win this series.
No, definitely. I think, like I said, we've sort of been building for this. These last couple tests we've had with Samoa and Tonga, who play Australia more regularly than us and play well against them. So we've sort of stepping stone each to them, not writing them off and saying they were easy games. They were tough games, but we all knew that this day was going to eventually come, whether it was New Zealand or Australia. And like I said, it's going to be a massive test, but we've got more than enough belief we can go and do it.
We're obviously on our way to Wembley, but it's three iconic stadiums: Wembley, the brand new Everton Stadium, Roundley Dock and Headingley.
Yeah, all massive, great big venues. I think Headingley seems a bit more homely, even though it's in Leeds. I think play there quite frequently, and I know how good it is there when the South Stand get behind you. Everton's a bit of an unknown quantity. Pretty excited to be one of the first sporting events there. It's going to be really impressive, and obviously there's a lot being made of it, and Wembley speaks for itself, doesn't it? I think I'm so excited just to go there today and have a look around, never mind play on there. So yeah, it's a great occasion.
We're building up to obviously the Australian series, but what about your own fitness?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I think well ahead of schedule. I think the body can do some amazing things, and it knows it's got something special coming up. So it feels like it's been good to me and get me in good shape coming up for this big test.
So what's the timetable on your return?
Sort of play it by ear, but I feel like I'm comfortably ahead of schedule. I think it was 16 weeks. It's never going to be 16 weeks, so I'm going to get plenty of game time and plenty of chances to play rugby before this test, and that's what I need. I need to be putting myself in the shot window for Wayne to pick me.
Because primarily you want to be back for the Saints, and things have gone well of late, haven't they? Up to fourth for Saints now.
Yeah, it's been really good. I think obviously we had a couple of bad knocks at Hull KR. I think I went down and Lewis Murphy went down, and we didn't play so well. But after that we had a week off, and the boys have really mucked in and dug in and got around each other and focused on defence. I think defensively we've been outstanding these 4 weeks, conceding only about 14 to 20 points. So yeah, it's exciting times, and I can't wait to get back on the field with them all.
Has the defence been a big difference of late then, do you think?
Yeah,
what's improved the results?
Definitely, that's what we've been priding ourselves on. I think everyone looks at the flashy plays and the points scored, but I think the two best players in the competition at the moment in time are Morgan Knowles and Matty Lees, who play for us, which is outstanding. I think the defence against Leeds, against an informed Leeds team on Friday night, was something really, really special, and hopefully they do that in an England shirt come October.
You obviously know what it's like to win the grand final. You're still obviously amongst the lads getting back to fitness. What can Saints do this season then?
Yeah, I think it's a wide open competition at the minute. I think we're seeing results sort of turning now. It's got to that point where everyone's digging in for energy and looking for motivation at this point in the season, and the playoffs coming, everyone's going to start firing again pretty soon. So I think there's 8 teams that could make the playoffs pretty comfortably and then go on and win it from there. So yeah, it's wide open, really exciting competition, but we fancy ourselves as always.
Well, thanks very much. Thanks for doing this today, and let's hope we see you back on a rugby pitch very, very soon.
Dalton, thank you very much, Paul.
So Jack Wellsby there, hoping to be back very, very soon. We're on our way to Wembley where we will speak to a legend. Martin, what's today been all about?
Today is about publicising and drawing attention to what's happening at the stadium behind me on the 25th of October. The first Ashes test. The Ashes are back in Britain for the first time in a long time, and yeah, it's a great opportunity for Shaun Wane and the English team to right some wrongs and to get one over on the Aussies.
And how big this Ashes series be for Rugby League?
I think it's massive. It's a great opportunity to get Rugby League back on the back pages, back in the psyche of the British sporting public. And it's a chance for some of the current team to write their legacy and create memories for themselves and the British public.
Because this Australian side are the best in the world, aren't they?
Yes, Shaun Wane and the English team, they've won Test series against Tonga, against Samoa, both teams laden with NRL players, but we know it's the big one to play against Australia at Wembley. Nothing gets bigger than that for a rugby league player.
Of course, you've played the Australians here as well. You know what it's all about, don't you?
Yeah, I've played against the Australians here. I've won against the Australians. I've created my legacy at this stadium, but it's a chance for another generation to write their legacy and to put themselves in the hearts of the British sporting public. We've got the likes of Junior and December, Jack Wellsby, and many others who have got an opportunity here to create a legacy.
You won 4 Challenge Cups here as well. I mean, Wembley is such a big part of Rugby League history, isn't it?
Absolutely. The first Challenge Cup final played here in 1929, and countless Rugby League fixtures played here. And yeah, it's a chance for a new generation to write their legacy.
And obviously it means a lot to you personally. You've got a statue here as well.
Yes, very much so. A statue that was built on a celebration that was built on the back of a try that I scored here in 1994. So Wembley holds a special place in the heart of the Afire family and for me.
So it's 100 days to the first test here. It's a 3-match series. Sell it to me.
I mean, the first Ashes series to be played here for quite a long time, and the second test at the new Everton Stadium and the third test at Headingley are all sold out. We just need to get this place rocking on the 25th of October. Come be part of history.
Well, thanks, Martin, and thanks for what you've done today. So it's 100 days to the first test here at Wembley. On Sunday, though, we've got some live action for you. The Leeds Rhinos women versus Huddersfield, live here on the Sportsman channel at 2:45. But today, it's all about 100 days to the first test, England versus Australia.